All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We took two scalp trades today. We took a $1,000 day, pretty small winners. Like obviously, not ideal conditions. We have a no news Monday. We have all this bullshit going on. So wanted to get in and out. Didn't really plan to trade today, but we ended up catching two small scalps. Obviously, we might see a move lower, but I don't really care. I'm out for the day, and I'm happy with these two wins. Before we get into it, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord, link will be in the pinned comment. These are the executions. This was trade one, and this was trade two. So everything is in there. If you guys want to link to Alpha Futures, if you guys need a prop firm, they have a 25% off sale right now. So I believe if you use that link, you will get the discount. But yeah, that'll be in the pinned comment as well. So we're gonna run through this pretty quick. So starting off at market open, obviously we had all-time highs. We had a bearish S&T off the highs. NQ put in a new all-time high, and ES didn't. And off market open, we had this nice displacement down, and then price ended up coming back in and respecting within this 3-minute bearish fair value gap. And at this same time, ES was respecting bearish order flow, and it was also heading towards London low. So at this point, I figured that ES could pull NQ down with it. So as you can see right here, it had London low, super attainable low down here, and below it had that new week opening gap. So I figured that ES could pull lower. It's going to most likely pull NQ down with it. So at this point, we had actually bounced off a 15-minute first presented fair value gap, bullish, but I seen that price retraced and was respecting within this 3-minute bearish fair value gap. And again, ES was heading towards London low. So at this point, I'm saying ES is probably going to pull us down, and we can easily take a short and take profit at the start of this hourly bullish fair value gap right here. So that's exactly what we ended up doing. So basically, I went down and I scaled down. You can't see it on here, but I ended up taking a 30-second inverse. So again, we inverse this 3-minute gap. We come back in and poke into it. I ended up entering right around here, around 941 or 942 or something like that. And basically entered off a 30-second inverse, stops above here, and I took full take profit at this hourly fair value gap right here for about 2R. And this was around the same time when ES was sweeping out London low. So I figured there was probably going to be a reversal. NQ's tapping into an hourly gap. ES is respecting or about to sweep out London low, so I'm figuring there's going to be a reversal at this point. So 3-minute inverse, we're trading with the lower time frame bearish order flow, 30-second inverse, full take profit at the hourly fair value gap right there. So that was trade number one. Then we get a nice reversal from here, and price ends up forming a 15-minute bearish fair value gap right here. As you can see, price right here, we form this 15-minute gap. Price comes in and wicks into it right here on this 10 a.m. 15-minute candle. So we wick into this, and at this point, ES is respecting bearish order flow continuously, and it's heading towards the new week opening gap. So let's go over to ES. This was the start of that new week opening gap, as you can see right here. And at this point, ES, around that 10 a.m. candle, it was approaching it, but it hadn't yet filled it. So it had just taken out London low, and it was right around here. And I was like, okay, there's a good chance ES is going to want to like fill that new week opening gap before it continues to move up. So if ES is going to want to come down, NQ is probably going to want to follow down with it. So I seen that NQ had tapped into this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, wicked into it right here, and it pretty much took the exact same type of entry, 30-second inverse. Right here around 10:07, 10:08, we ended up getting a 30-second inverse. I use the top setbacks chart when I'm doing that. Stops, I just put around like a 13-point stop loss. And I basically just wanted to target all this low resistance sell side liquidity. And at this time, I took profit. So for about 1.9R, this was the exact time when ES had filled in that new week opening gap. So as you can see, 10:10, 10:11, and you look and see ES filled that gap at 10:10. So right as ES basically tapped into the new week opening gap, I took profit, and as soon as we ended up sweeping out kind of this low resistance sell side liquidity on the lower time frame, I took full take profit, and I didn't really want to bag hold, and luckily I did because it would have gotten stopped out break even. So obviously we can still see the move lower, but two small scalp wins today. Again, executions are in the Discord, but that's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. Hopefully we have a good rest of the week, plus 1,000 on the day. That's gonna wrap it up for me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.